Okay, so that was a cool game where apparently you don't need red in this deck. Hello YouTube, welcome to MTGA, and today we're going to have a look at Extus Oriq Overlord in Historic Brawl. This deck aims to win by creating a bunch of tokens on the field, sacrificing them to the backside of Extus and just going face. We have a bunch of cards that have additional value stapled onto them, like Serrated Scorpion draining the opponent. We can create more tokens with 1-drops like Nested Shambler, Garrison Cat and so on, and all of our 2-drops also create additional value here. We have a lot of cards that whenever our creatures die, they drain the opponent. So Meathook Massacre is one of those cards, Mayhem Devil, and we have a few value engines just to go a bit longer into the game. Something like Nightmare Shepherd and Luminous Broodmoth can protect us against board wipes, so our board comes back nice and fresh afterwards. But also cards like Zariel, Anointed Procession, Loth, and Chandra go around board wipes and just provide a ton of additional value over the course of the game. Other than that, there's not too much to say about this deck, other than the mana base is spicy, because 3-color aggro is, like, mana base wise, not really a thing in Historic Brawl. At least 100 cards, because from the change to 60 to 100 cards, the mana base was already spicy when we had 60 cards. Going to 100 cards, Innistrad Midnight Hunt brought a few, like, Haunted Ridge, like the slow lands, which are okay for the deck. But other than that, I just added basics and, I mean, Den of the Bugbear, Hive, but those are, like, you know, basics, basically. It's not really that great mana base wise, but I think we will make it work. I hope you enjoy the games. Please like and subscribe, and let's go. We are ready to play against Jadar, Ghoul Color of Necrophilia? Nephalia, yes, almost. And that matchup is kind of annoying. I really like our starting hand. The problem I have here is the fact that Jadar has always something to sack to the Extus trigger. Like, one thing that makes this deck really obnoxious against, like, for decks like Mono Green is the fact that they also have to sacrifice one creature, but that line is basically negated with the decayed zombie tokens created at their end step. How do I want to go with this? I think I'm leading on the Haunted Witness. Well, with Footlight Feet I can just ping Jadar as well if it dies, right? How does my turn 3 look like? Most like... So I go... Dragon Fodder next turn, and then Haunted Witness Ghoulish Procession, I think. Seems good. Yeah, this can swing in better than the Haunted Witness, because if it dies, it kills their Jadar. Like, if they have a turn 3 blocker, that they're not going to block this, right? So, like the Den of the Bugbear, Dragon Fodder. We swing in. So, I used to have like the other 2 1-drops that when they die, they ping something in there. Or you can also just exclude the -1/-1 if they die, right? I've included this one because it is really nice to cast. That is like one big thing in this deck, right? Yeah, no blocks. Oh, the Champion of Perish will be huge. Anyways, this is easy to cast, and I've decided to go a bit more with, like, value here. So I can go with Extus. And then sacrifice, like, Footlight Fiend, Haunted Witness, or I could just go with more value into the long game. I think the more value-oriented route is going to help here. I think I can swing in with the Footlight Fiend, right? They won't block it. Nope. Play Haunted Witness. Next turn I start sacrificing. And I am going to like mostly sacrifice tokens and then just only one non-token so we get the most value out of the Ghoulish Procession. Okay, Liliana's Devotee, that is kinda scary, not gonna lie. So this champion is already nice and big. Could block this and then get a free token with Ghoulish Procession. I think I like that. Yeah. I think that's reasonable. We don't lose too much here. Okay. So let's go with the mountain. Let's go. We always sacrifice the footline feet here, right? So it doesn't matter too much which we play afterwards. I guess play you up. Yeah. So now we sacrifice 1, 2, 3. 1. Always sacrifice this because this is never attacking, right? So now we ping the Jadar. They sacrifice this zombie token here, which is fine, I guess. It's a bit annoying, like how Jadar is, like if they did not have the Jadar, this would have been obviously really good. But we can just make another Blood Avatar next turn, and this swings in for a 6 each turn, which is a ton. I'm just worried that this Champion of the Parish will grow so huge that I can't swing it with my Blood Avatars anymore. And if they go land Jadar, I think that is super manageable. Okay, and the surrender. GG. We are ready to play against Kudro. And I think that hand is reasonable. It does not have any white, but like white is our least important color. Like we have a ton of white cards, right? But this hand absolutely works without white. If we have another 1-drop, that would be amazing. Oh, there is a white card, would have guessed. So Reaper, I think I have to go, Reaver, I think I have to go Reaver here to guarantee the Extus next turn. I am, however, going to attack with this Nested Chamber. Blacklands Paradogon? Sure. They know... Okay. They don't block this. Reasonable. Oh, okay. Well, that is fire. And 1, 2, 3. 1, always sacrifice the zombie army token because we're getting more with the Dreadhorde Invasion, and then this just to keep our total count as high as possible. Creatures. Yep. So I think Serra Ascendant will not flip like ever, but they swing it for 5 here if they play Kudro. Ooh. And they did not get the land, and they did not like that. GG. We are ready to play against Sigarda. And this does not have any black in it, and is kind of awkward all around. This kind does not have any black in it. The Binding Grace is an awesome card, but I think we have to mull to 6 here. Yeah, that's better. I think we take care of... We have a value engine with Ghoulish Procession. How does our turn look like? This tapped. Then Raised Alarm, Tithe Taker. I'd argue that if humans that now this probably comes down to late, and then like I was thinking if they like all those humans are like 1 toughness, the Zerial will like do a lot with the pinning, but I think if they play Sigarda on curve, that plan is like pretty bad. Any untap land? No. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm happy that I shipped the Zerial because this is also an awesome advantage engine. Okay. They are tapping for a ton of mana. Ooh, yo. Okay. This is tricky. I think I just... Is this tricky or does this even matter? I think Raise the Alarm is better. Also should have played it as an instant because it is an instant, but I don't think it will matter. Oh my god, they are ramping so much. Yeah, this is a huge problem. Ayy, this is bad. For us, that is. Do we play the Ghoulish Procession though? And play a tapped cave? Or do we go with like Ghoulish Procession Haunted Witness? I think I have to play the tapped cave now, because then I can go with Tithe Taker, Extus next turn Sacrifice. But nah, this is likely not working here. I think they will take the Mothra, but I'm not even sure if that is the correct play at this point. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Yeah, our best matchups are like the matchups where they only play like 1 or 2 creatures and we can just get them with the Blood Avatar, but this is like they don't care. Basically, they don't care about this at all. They sacrifice the Dauntless, the Giant Killer. Okay. They value having the power on board. I am not going to block with this because I can't. Like the Champion of Lample, they will play a creature and then this has enough power so this can't block. So this doesn't work. Yeah, I think we're done for. Yep, this is a good game. GG. We are ready to play against Liliana, Waker of the Dead. And honestly, I think I can keep this. Like, I have no 1-drop again. Oh my god. That's like a turn 3 Loath into a turn 4 Zariel? Yeah, I was about to say I have no 1-drop again. But the Dark Ritual is insane here. Okay. Okay, do I... Here's the thing. By keeping a Plains in hand, I basically play around drawing a Snarl. Like, all of the Snarls that are currently available in Arena have white in them. So if I draw a Snarl, this comes into play untapped. But then the question becomes, how do I want to play this mana base out? And I think I always want to have double black, right? So I play this on black. But I have to play this on red. I also have to play this on red as well, right? For the... And I get the double black from the Dark Ritual. So I actually have to play out the white to play the Raise the Alarm here. And I think playing that out is better than the Dreadhorde Invasion. I think. Because I won't be like Dreadhorde Invasion is at its best when I create a token, sacrifice it, create a token, sacrifice it, right? But I won't be doing that, so I think this is the best play. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. So now we play you on red. So I still don't know if I draw another red source. So, and I still want the double black later on. But I know for a fact that I likely mostly only need 1 white source. So I'm playing this on red. Dark Ritual lol. And we immediately minus so they can't kill it. Like if I know go to attacks, then they have priority.
My children drench their hands in the blood of my will.
So now we swing in. And next turn we can already just sacrifice a bunch of cards, right? And that just grows Loath. Okay, they good game me. Oh yeah, they didn't like that. GG. We are ready to play against Yarok the Desecrated. And this hand should be decent, I believe. Yeah, I like it. So now the question becomes, again, the snarls use all white, so I can hold this. I don't have any white that I currently use, because I think I will just go Blood Crypt turn 1, turn to Agademes, play 1-drop and then double 1-drop again. I'm going to play one of the 2-power 1-drops here. I think it does not matter too much, they're pretty interchangeable, but this swings in for 2 next turn as opposed to 1. Yep, following that plan of going double 1-drop here. And swing in. This is 3 bodies for 3 mana. As a general rule of thumb, you want 1 mana for 1 body, basically. And that is your baseline. And if you can get more than that, that's amazing, right? If they take something here, I just place 1-drop, Extus, they sacrifice, I get back my Serrated Scorpion. Yeah, and sacrificing the Sacred Cat is more value than the Esper Sentinel. Okay, 3. Sacrifice all of you. The problem with this play for us is that... Was that it? If I draw a White Source next turn, I can kill the Oriq, because I can go Esper Sentinel, Sacred Cat, sacrifice everything including the previous Blood Avatar. Nah. That's annoying. So I think I just flood the board, and if I flood the board, I'm going to play the Garrison Cat versus Esper Sentinel. One of them leaves a body for later, and the Esper Sentinel potentially draws me a card, hopefully. But I think they will likely play creature. So well, that's why I'm going with the Garrison Cat. Like, Esper Sentinel is one of those cards you could totally cut from the deck. I think it's one of the weaker 1-drops, but at the same time I wanted to try it out because it's just a 1-mana 1/1. It's worse than the other options. But as a 1-mana 1/1 that draws a card, if I went Esper Sentinel on turn 1 and they gave me a card from, oh my lord, if they gave me a card from that Cold Steel Heart, that would have been better, right? Okay, so we know what's going on. We just have to survive it. Ooh, aren't you pretty? So I could just play this, so they just get a ton of damage here. I think that's reasonable. Yeah. And then we just wait. I think. No attacks. I think Esper Sentinel was maybe better there instead of Sacred Cat, because we have... Yeah. Yep. Get a bunch of pinks. Yeah, but this did not work out the way I wanted it to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Yeah, now they can swing with the Oriq, and yeah, I think that's GG. Good game. We are ready to play against Chandra Torch of Defiance. No, it's Chandra Awakened Inferno. Never mind. My bad. Yeah, that's a no for me. Ah, man. Like, if I had a white source like Legion's Landing turn 1, turn 2, end step, raise the alarm, and then I flip this, and flipping this would be so good in the long term. But I don't think I can do that. Is this keepable? Snarl turn 1, Swamp. No, it's Snarl turn 1, Inquisition. Turn to tapped Cliff Top Retreat. Right? Is it? I think I'm going to take their 2-mana rock here. Yeah, I think that's just better. Now tap Lunar Veteran. Then honestly, if we just draw lands, we're in a good shape. Like if we draw 2 lands here, I think that's amazing. Okay, that's not a land. I will still play the more mana efficient card here. And now, yeah, this is tricky. The Infernal Grasp is fine though against the construct tokens, but other than that, it's you could, I think, like also decent slot instead of Infernal Grasp. You could play Baleful Mastery. Like Fateful Absence is the best removal spell here, I think, but Fateful Mastery gives them the card immediately, which is kind of iffy. Like you don't really have time to pay 4 mana for that, right? But oh my god, this is annoying. I think I have to ping you. Like I really need to deal with this because the minus ability is extremely annoying. Oh, both of them are. Now they can't play the Chandra Awakened Inferno. Oh, this is tricky. I don't like this. Drawing a land would be amazing, right?
Everyone knows the bigger explosions are more fun.
Okay. If I don't draw land, I think I will lead on the Anointed Procession and just try to get value. Now it becomes tricky, right? I have triple black. I have enough black, but I also have double white, and double white is all we ever need, so I'm just going to play another black source. This is extremely tricky. I think I can and will kill the Chandra Awakened Inferno here. Is that what I'm really going to do? I think yes, right? But if I Anointed Procession... oh, this Chandra can just... If they're smart, they just minus... I think my Anointed Procession is just insane, right? Get in on you, so you can't -2 the token. If I draw an untapped land, this also works, because the tokens are not legendary. They can just create a ton of them. Yeah, I don't care about this emblem, really. I care about the loyalty, but like, the emblem, not so much. I think they should minus here for a token? Maybe not. No, because I just play Extus. Sure, I think Ironcrag Feet is just a worse Gilded Lotus here, right? They can just play like turn 3 Chandra Awakened Inferno with that, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. Okay. We're in business. Oh my god, yes. I think I don't play this yet, right? I just play 4. And what do I kill here? Kill you? I could kill the Karn Sign of Urza, or I could just... yeah, I think I just have to deal with these Planeswalkers. And this just comes back, so... yeah, but also this Chandra has a lot of trouble actually dealing with these, because they just have 6 toughness, and 6 toughness is like... so much. And if they don't deal with like these 1/1s here, I can make 2 more blood avatars here. Okay, yes, I like this. Perfect, perfect. Okay, what else can we do here? Luca, sure. Oh, what the... oh my god. Do they like get something here instantly? I'm not sure. If they get an Ulamog, I actually can deal with that super easily, can't I? Sure, you get a Chandra. Not? No, here, get your mountain. Your cool looking mountain, that is. Okay, we're in business. Drawing land would be nice. Oh, that is arguably decent as well, I think. So, sacrifice 2 here? I have to sacrifice 3. I think just going with the Loth is probably an insane amount of value, right?
You could have such power. Do what
Because you think you not being able to do much here is nice. Wait, how much damage? If I just go face, that's 6. So much damage. So much damage. Do I care about getting them getting back this? No, I don't. So I think I don't attack Karn. Am I scared of this? If they like minus Karn and then have something big, what could that big thing be? I don't think I care about Ugin, not Ugin, Ulamog or something like that. I think I care about this Chandra. Do I? It can always minus, like, oh, maybe I can just do something along the lines of this. And then just put it to... If I put it to 1 or something like that, that would be okay. And then I can't minus 3 it. I think that is a decent play. Okay.
Let's do this thing.
Let's see. What do you have, opponent? Next turn, I'm just winning on board with the Cruel Celebrant, obviously. So, they have to make the best of this turn. This is a nice and spicy game. Like, I am not that good of an aggro player. I'm going to say this right now. I am not 1000% certain when I actually want to go face or not. So yeah, they minus this Chandra. Oh yeah, I could have seen that play coming. Yeah, I should have went face, right? Because I can minus this and then replay this and wipe the board. But then they're dead on board. So I guess that's nice. Yeah, it's like that is losing. So they have to come up with something even better here. Also, if I went 1 more damage with face, if they can wipe the board and one of the avatars with like 3 damage to everything and a lightning bolt, I could have swung it with the Hive avatar, that's 9 damage. So if I went for 1 more damage face, that would have also been lethal. Arguably, I still have so much reach with the Cruel Celebrant and the Zerial that it does not matter, but still, I think I want to optimize my plays, right? Like, that's important to me. I have the least fun in Magic when I notice that I just do misplay over misplay over misplay. I don't really get salty over opponents getting lucky. I think it's hilarious sometimes, but yeah, I'm getting annoyed if I notice that I am the one just constantly messing up. Iron Crack Feet, okay. Yeah, we got this. We absolutely got this game in our bags. Yeah. And that is the game. Wow.
You're about to.
That is the game.
Get out of my way.
Yep.
Or, you know, don't.
Sure. Resolve. And we can just Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I think just doing Cruel Celebrant, Infernal Grasp, all of that is... It doesn't matter. We just win. And that is the game. GG. We are ready to play against General Kudroth of Drenith. And yeah, it does not have. Here's the thing: it doesn't have any red, and Extus is pretty good. But this hand plays magic without even needing Extus, and Anointed Procession is like, if they go super wide, how do they even deal with this? Still think I'm going to try this. It's a bit of an experiment, but sure. This is going to be a spicy one. If I draw a 1-drop later on, that would be amazing, because then I could... yes, perfect. Because then I can double spell next turn with Reaver Gutterbones. These two being a mass cards is a bit awkward, because then I don't create more tokens, I just create a bigger one. Signature. I think more power or being able to sacrifice it. Since I don't sacrifice right now, oh no, if this dies under an Anointed Procession, I just get more red from that, right? Yeah, I'm just going to set this on treasures, and then I get 2 treasures, and that way I can fix my mana for a couple of turns. So the big question here is Reaver versus Invasion. If I go with the Invasion, I think it's awkward either way, not gonna lie. But honestly, if I just can get a 6/6 with this down the road, that's also just killing them. Although this just kills target creatures with power 4 or greater, so I don't think I will get there. But Extus only has 3 power. Well, the Blood Avatar only has 3 power, so that is pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm actually casting my commander multiple times, so that is theoretically pretty good. Practically, they're just going to die, right? I am going with Invasion now and a Sacred Cat. Gutterbones. Gutterbones is more damage, and Sacred Cat does not leave anything behind. It's just effectively 1 mana, like 2 mana, 2 cards. So I swing it with you. I swing it for you with you and you, and honestly everything. Yeah, just go face everything, and like if they decide to block, like, yeah, I think the damage is worth it in the long run. Obviously, drawing a black source, or like any untapped source, is great. Specifically, not black, a red. Yeah, like Procession is pretty cool, right? And if I... yeah. Profane Procession. Yeah, Procession is pretty cool, but then they have their own one. This is not the deck where this is relevant. I don't like this. Yeah, sweet with everything. Come on, I know you want to kill my Shambling Ghast. I know you want to. I could then minus the Silver Quill Silencer, obviously, and then kill it. That might be a good idea. Or is it just better if I create a Blood Avatar, they're just going to sacrifice a Strangler and not care and just kill it with Procession later on. Yeah, or not blocking is a good option. So yeah, I think minusing would have been, weirdly enough, maybe better, right? I weirdly care about my graveyard right now. Like, I have 1 or 2 cards that bring stuff back from the graveyard, right? But other than that, I'm chilling. I jump with the Sacred Cat. No, not yet. This is... this is, not great. Honestly. Gassed. And if I swing with the Sacred Cat, I can double spell here, if they block it. And then if I swing with the Gutterbones, I can't bring it back this turn. I can, but then I can't make the play that I initially want to do. So yeah, those are my attacks. No, I know. So this doesn't work because yeah, the reason this doesn't work is because this isn't a cast. Now I can go with the Anointed Procession, and that would be my second cast though. Right, would it? No, I haven't even casted this one. Well, what do I want to do? If I go raise the Alarm Sacred Cat here, I have this basically always deals 3 to them, so they're effectively a 4. I think I like this. Yeah, so the attack with the Sacred Cat was unnecessary. Hindsight, but what can you do? Still, drawing a red source would be pretty fun. Okay, I don't think I'm scared of Aspirant. Yeah, sure, you go, opponent. If I draw a red source, I think I can hold off enough one more turn, so I just close the game out with Double Blood Avatar. Like any untapped land does that. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Let's see. Ornithopter is an amazing draw. Okay, yeah, we go for it. We just swing him with everything. We sacrifice 2 cards, including one of them being the Ornithopter, and one of them being a measly 1/1. We get a trigger of the Clarion Spirit. Nice. And everything at you, opponent. So they're at... yeah, I don't think they can do anything here. I think they're dead, I think. Let's see. 2, and they have 3 blockers. Yeah, they're dead. Nice. Nice. Unless, obviously, they have a removal spell? Even then, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, even if they have a removal spell, this is still winning. Okay, so that was a cool game where apparently you don't need red in this deck. Yeah. GG. We're done with the games. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did, and this is Extus Oriq Overlord, or more precisely, Awaken the Blood Avatar in Historic Brawl. I think this is a great, cool sacrifice aggro deck. As you can see, the mana base is... it's something. It's not the easiest one. I think this deck will greatly improve, like in 1 year when we have more good duels on Arena. But until then, this is just a nice little brew. 2 things I am sad that we did not get to experience. First and foremost, Binding Grace is an absolute house in this deck. And second of all, you can overpay the sacrifice cost for Awaken the Blood Avatar. And what do I mean by that? So let's say they have like a counter spell and settle the record or something like that. Like if they have like almost perfect answers, right? But they can't stop you from sacrificing because this is a cost. So what happens if, let's say you have a Meathook Massacre on the field and you have 10 creatures on the board and they have 10 life, right? You have never played your Awaken the Blood Avatar for some reason, but now you can pay 2 and then just say sacrifice 10, and you can sacrifice your whole board and then just kill them with the Meathook Massacre triggers. And that's what I mean by you can overpay with the Blood Avatar, and that is a very important thing to know when you play this deck, because it does come up. Sadly it didn't in the games. Other than that, if you want to play this deck on a budget, what would I do? I think the golden ratio is 1 mana, 1 creature, or just generate more value over time. Ornithopter is great because it's 0 mana. Like, that is basically a Dark Ritual when it comes to Extus, right? It allows you to theoretically play turn 2 Extus with like Dark Ritual, Ornithopter and stuff like that. And other than that, you mostly just need your fodder. This is pretty interchangeable, but the fodder is also usually not rare or mythic. What is going to cost you a bit are your like value engines that draw you into the late game, but like luckily you have a huge amount actually of cards that you just want to draw in the late game. Like just 1 or 2 are fine. I think these are probably the best ones. But basically, I would put any card in, like 5 mana is a bit iffy, but I would put any card as a value engine that you are glad to draw in the late game when you run out of gas. Because the one thing you have to think about is, how do I deal with board wipes, right? That is the big thing. And what do you do if you get board wiped? And how can you recover from that? And based on that, I would make your like value decisions. You put like 7-ish cards in that do something along those lines, and I think you're fine. Yeah, just bunch of sacrifices fodder, a few value engines. This is like an amazing card as well, right? Again, following in the rule of 1 mana for 1 creature. This even goes above and beyond if you use it multiple times to sacrifice. And obviously, one of the most important cards in these decks is the card type is when dies, lose life. Luckily, Mayhem Devil is an uncommon. Blood Artist is also an uncommon, right? Spiteful Prankster, I believe, is also an uncommon. Yes, so like Meathook Massacre or just anything along those lines. Yeah, those are actually pretty cheap. Hope you enjoyed the deck. I will see you tomorrow.